Hey guys, it's Lando from the Snap Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm here to talk to you about the running back, Christian McCaffrey, the number one running back in the NFL when he's healthy, and you're wondering what to do with this guy. When he's back in full strength, he is elite. We saw him do that against Kansas City, but now he's banged up again with the shoulder injury. And I hear it's more of a pain tolerance thing, but he could be out multiple weeks. And if you have him, you need to figure out, should I trade him? If you're contending, you try to figure out if you should trade for him. So if you have specific trades in mind, get into our DMs. We are snap_fantasy on Instagram and Twitter. And we've been replying to every single one of you. Because every roster is a little bit different. Everyone's, whether in keeper leagues and all that stuff, it's a full PPR, half PPR, 8-team league, 10-team league, 16-team league, whatever it is. Things change a little bit, but I'm going to try to kind of give you broad strokes today on what to do with McCaffrey. And if you need specific advice, get us and request do a message request, and we will help you out, figure out what to do with McCaffrey. So one thing I will say is you can move Christian McCaffrey right now. We're not really sure. He could be out until week 14 for all we know. He could be week to week. It's a shoulder injury. We're not really sure right now. And if you need to win right now, you can trade McCaffrey, but you got to get good return for him. So the guys you are trying to approach, or gals you're trying to approach, are contending teams that have pretty much locked up a playoff spot. So you're going at the top of the rankings right now, the leaderboard in your fantasy team, in your fantasy league, and getting, hey, you know what? I did not have Mike Davis for those weeks. You're probably not winning, but you're right on the fringe. You want to really get that last playoff spot. What to do? You get a running back and wide receiver for him. You get starting players that will get into your roster and help you win and get into the playoffs, because this is what it's all about. There's no point in hanging on to McCaffrey and you won't get in, because if he's just on your bench, not doing anything and hurt, you're just going to miss the playoffs, and then you won't be paying attention to football anymore, and that's no fun. We're in here, we're watching this video because we want to get in and win a championship, and it might take trading McCaffrey to win a championship. So if you are one of those players that is in the playoffs right now, getting McCaffrey could be a league-winning piece. He's a guy like Michael Thomas that was the number one at the position this past year or last year, and can win you a league. And when he plays Denver, Green Bay, Washington on the last 3 weeks to win a championship, you can win a championship on the back of Christian McCaffrey. But if the risk is, if Carolina is not in the playoffs, they paid this guy all this money only to get hurt more and have a bad shoulder, they could hold him out. So you need to have enough depth on your team to acquire McCaffrey and still make it through and win without him. So that's the risk. Getting McCaffrey's risky, and trading him away might be a risk, because you could meet him in the playoffs, and that's never fun. So it really all depends. I know this is kind of all right, you got to figure it out for yourself, but we can help you figure it out. It all depends on what kind of return you get from McCaffrey, what kind of position you're in with McCaffrey. But as before it was, never trade McCaffrey. Of course you don't trade McCaffrey, because he's the best running back in the league. But now the window's open. We are frustrated as McCaffrey owners because he's hurt once again. And for all we know, the Carolina Panthers could just sit him the rest of the year. So get into our DMs, like this video if you enjoy the content. If you enjoy the interaction we have, give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. We are the Snap Fantasy Football Podcast. That is currency in our world, and it means a lot to us. Like the video, comment below if you're buying McCaffrey, and like the video if you're selling McCaffrey. You need to make the playoffs. But that's it for now. That's it for now, guys. Hopefully you liked the video, and we will see you next time. Drop in the comments on what players you have questions about right now. All right, guys. See you later.